Rodney, congratulations on your new contract. How pleased are you to extend your stay with the Swifts?
Yeah, delighted. Obviously, since I come back to the club, I've really enjoyed it. Um, we've had our ups, we've had our downs. Thankfully, I feel as if we've had more ups. We're going in a good direction. We've done really well of recent, and we've continued to improve since I've come back. So, listen, it's about progressing. It's about doing better all the time, and whenever you have a group of players that we have that you can work with, it makes it so much more enjoyable in terms of their attitude and the ability that they have as well. They're a fantastic group to work with, and it's just nice. I'm happy at the moment, so I'm settled, and I see no reason why I want to change that.
Yeah, and as you say, you're happy and you're settled. So, what does this contract extension mean to you personally and professionally?
It gives me an opportunity to sort of put more plans in place, have a look at things in a longer term also. Listen, we're very fortunate. We've a great chairman in Keith Boyd, and his assistant Adrian Whittle, Sailor, and the rest of the board work tirelessly, and they have done since I've come back. We're not a club that is blessed with millions, but what we are blessed with is lots of hard work and lots of commitment from people in and around the club who want to put who want to put their hard earned time into trying to improve the club, and they do a fantastic job. So it's great. It's my club. It's a club that I grew up in. It's a club that I've supported all my life. I left once before and probably wasn't the right reason. But now I've got an opportunity where we can continue to try and build something.
Yep, you seem to be getting the best out of a small squad that you have at your disposal, and everyone is playing for the shirt. Do you think that shows there's a difference in the big full time and part time football?
Yeah, I think the focus and the drive that the players have individually, where that comes from us as staff or not, I don't know, but they certainly buy into everything that we're asking them. Whenever you get to game day, it's complete focus on the task ahead. We have our fun, we have our enjoyable moments. But even in training, whenever we go to focus on something that we want to work on, which is specific to the game coming up, they give their all to that. They buy into it massively. So we may have a smallish squad. I don't think it's too small. But we have a lot of quality. We've good experience within it as well, and as long as we can keep them on the right track, keep them grounded, I believe that we can continue to do okay.
Yep, the name McAree is synonymous in Dungannon. Does your dad Joe give you any advice? And more importantly, do you take it on board?
He gives me plenty of advice. Gives me plenty of instructions too. To be honest, he started to come to the games, which is great. I always value his opinion. He done a fantastic job here over the years as manager. He keeps reminding me that he finished in the 16-team league fourth 2 seasons in a row. So I don't know whether we'll ever match that or better that, but we'll certainly give it a good go. He actually came out of the changing room at half time on Saturday, and he was standing in the area where we're coming onto the pitch, and he was trying to give us a wee bit of advice and stuff. And listen, it's a great relationship. He's a fantastic man. He's a fantastic dad, but sometimes we can clash.
Yeah, in relation to the supporters, what message would you like to give to the fans who have been supporting you since you came back to the club?
I think the supporters, and I looked at the game on Saturday past at home to Carrick. It's probably the biggest attendance or biggest crowd that I've seen at home to Carrick. It still wasn't massive, but it's growing, and I think that's all thanks to the spirit of 49 and the guys who put a lot of hours in and a lot of work in to try and promote. And we're regularly now going to away matches, and we're bringing a decent crowd with us, a good crowd, and they're also very ambitious in terms of wanting to be hungry till grow as well, and expand and bring more members in around them. And listen, I think it's a great club. I think it's a fantastic ground to watch a game of football at. I think the style of football that we play should attract a lot of people too. Um, and you would love to see more, but the supporters that we have at this moment in time have been superb in terms of getting behind the team and getting behind me and the staff, and it's all good.
This is maybe putting you on the spot with this question, but what's your vision for the long term success of the club?
We just have to try and keep going the way we're going in terms of trying to, like Joe Mack always says, better this week than last week, and so on, and that has to be the case. we can't stand still. It's getting harder and harder with the full-time teams. It's getting harder and harder with the revenues within the league. But we have to find a way, and we just have to keep working at it. We have to keep trying to get better, and improving all the time. And listen, I look at even the backroom staff that we have. And the staff at underage teams from under 14 up. Here at Dungan Swifts is top notch. It's certainly all pulled together for me in this past year and a half. It's improved dramatically. The players that we have at our disposal at underage level is great. We are under 15s last season, who are now under 16s. Obviously won the NIBFA Cup. They have, for instance, the like Christopher Hegarty and Ryan Harper working with them, and it's great. We have to do our best to make sure that we're giving the right information to the kids, and we're always trying to produce players. If this club doesn't produce players, then it's going to be extremely more difficult.
As you say, they are our future. We have to work with those players, and you are involved with coaching them yourself too.
Yeah, I love to get down to watch them. I love to get in around them. The guys who's coaching them don't overly need too much help. The one thing I really like is that every club within the club we're all trying to play the same way. So it's a natural progression. If a child goes from one age group to the next age group and plays in a different team for a weekend, it's natural progression. It's the same things that'll be expected from them. So as long as that's being continued and carried out, and the same information is being given across the board, I can see no reason why we won't continue to produce.
And finally, all we have left to say is, was it a spur of the moment decision, or are you delighted?
I'm delighted. As I said at the start, I'm very happy. I think happiness is the most important thing in life. Whenever you're content and whenever you're comfortable in terms of what you're doing, you look forward to coming to your training. You look forward to match days. You look forward to challenging yourself against the other managers in the league. So that's massively important, and as I say, I'm happy at the moment. So I see no reason why I should change that.
Thank you, Rodney, and
Thanks,
congratulations again.